talking about the role of the teachers. I believe I'm right.
Yes.
Yes, in the management of kids, and we have three stakeholders in child development: the parents, the child himself or herself, and the teacher and the trainer. So all these three stakeholders must be ready for the total development of a child. So daddy, in this current age, what are the roles of the teachers in the management of these kids?
Actually, the role of teachers is always built on the role of the parents. Where the parent stops, then the teacher role continues from there.
Okay.
So it is the development laid or the foundation laid by the parent that the teachers will build on. Then at times the role of teachers and that of the parents interwoven. So, but majorly the teachers, their major role is academic development of the child.
Yes, I want that emphasis to be laid. Academic development of the child is the role of the teacher. Yes, daddy.
So a teacher is supposed to develop children or develop children educationally. One is start from writing, reading. They teach or they train the children how to write, how to read, then how to sum things. The teacher is supposed to, one, make sure that the teacher is supposed to know all his or her students or pupils, depending on the situation. Now, if you know your pupils, or rather your students, then you'll be able to know their differences, their problems. You know how to handle them one by one. You can be teaching the students collectively, but if you base on that only without going deep into the individual differences, you may not have a good success at the end. That is aspect of that is different from that of the whole. Then, two, going by that, you will see that a teacher is not developing a child in only one direction, but he always, and then at times, moral education the teachers are supposed to also give to them. So then another aspect of it is that the educational development of any of the child is supposed to be is supposed to be what's it called, stage by stage. That of the primary school, that of secondary school, and that of the tertiary. Okay, so the teacher supposed to know where to stop the development of the child at primary school. He should know what to teach them, and he should know the difference between that of the education of the primary school and that of the secondary school and that of the tertiary. Then another aspect of it is that a teacher himself must be a professional. He must. You cannot teach. You cannot dish out what you don't have. You cannot teach a student what you don't know. Then it is your area of profession where you specialize that you teach your pupils. No, in the school you will be given your area of specialization. Whether you a mathematician or you are a graduate of mathematics. A graduate of mathematics cannot teach cannot teach children in English. Otherwise, we will be putting a square peg in a round hole. So But in a situation, somebody that read mathematics, if he's given mathematics to teach, he will perform excellently there. So another aspect of it is that teachers after teaching the students for some times, you need to test them to see a result, and that will now make for where to proceed, either whether to proceed or not. Maybe if you have teach your or maybe you have taught your students a certain thing last week, then this week maybe you examine them and the performances is worst, then what you do, you will have to repeat. You will repeat that topic so as to actually improve the performances of the pupils. So that is also the the role of a teacher.
Yes.
So then the teacher should not limit his teaching in the four walls of the classroom. He needs to take the pupils outside where necessary. There are topics that a teacher will teach that requires either excursion or field trip or film this thing.
Cinema.
All these things, teachers should know the type of teaching aid to be used for a particular subject. So that is the role of a teacher, that he needs to know when and how to apply.
Yes, in your word now, you are trying to push us to monitoring and evaluation.
Exactly.
Yes, so that the impact of the training will be felt
exactly.
on a particular pupil.
Exactly.
Thank you very much, Daddy.
Thank
so
you.
While we are rounding off this program, we want to ask Daddy, we want to tap from your wealth of knowledge. What are your advice for the upcoming generation, especially the teachers that are being groomed at this moment?
Thank you, sir. Concerning that, my little or my own wealth of experience that I will want people to share from is, one, you must have, as a teacher, you must have interest in that work and that job, teaching. You must have interest. If you don't have interest, you will not your performances will be zero. Two, you must be contented. We know teachers are not treated the way they are supposed to be treated.
Yes.
You see, now if if a teacher is not contented, he will not be able to perform. He will be pursuing money, then which is will not allow him to concentrate. Then a teacher must not leave himself without further improving his or herself.
Yes.
A teacher, if your qualification is NC, you need to have a degree, university education. Apart from that, even if you have a university education, you need to read journals, listen to attend seminars and workshops. So that one will also improve your level of performance in the classroom. So then another thing is that you need to encourage your pupils. You need to encourage your pupils so that by encouraging them, some teachers are, I don't want to use this language, tyrannical. If a teacher should not be too difficult for the pupils to approach. If you are so difficult, they know that Mr. So is so tough, he is so this and he is so that. The student will be fearing you. No matter effort, no matter method you use, they will not listen to the way you impart knowledge. But that is not to say that you useless yourself among the students. So they must respect you. You must be somebody to be assessed anytime. So if they do that, well, God being their side, they will achieve most.
Thank you very much, Daddy. You have all heard. We have 3 key stakeholders in education, in child development: the parent, the child itself or herself, and the trainers. So join us in our next edition on parenting, child development, and all of us. Once again, thank you very much for having us, sir.
Thank you so much.
We are delighted in having you honor our invite.